Welcome back to the Trenton Area Soup Kitchen Adult Education and Work Preparedness Program. This video is part of our Computer Basics Digital Literacy course. This course is for anyone who's new to computers. The class objective: navigate the desktop, create files and folders, and then save the file and folder. At the end of this session, learners will be able to define terminology and descriptions, identify, define basic computer components, navigate the computer desktop elements, and learn how to create, save, and access files, start up, and shut down the computer. Let's get started. Now turn on your computer and log on. Now when you're turning on your computer, the power button could be on the front or the top of the desktop. If you're using a laptop computer, it's usually above the keys, or it could be within the keys on the top row. Now when you turn on your computer, the first screen you will see is your login screen. Now that'll be if you have created a password. Desktop elements. Today we're going to review terminology descriptions and desktop elements before we start our new class. Computer. An electronic device for storing and processing data based on a program or logical sequence involving numbers and codes. Desktop computer. A computer with a separate monitor, processor, and keyboard. Laptop computer. A portable computer that contains a monitor, a keyboard, and a processor all in one. A monitor. A computer component that allows users to view images. A desktop. The primary display area on a computer screen. Icon. A small graphical representation of a computer program. Now this would include your Google Chrome, your Microsoft Word, your Firefox, and sometimes your Documents folder. These are all icons. Window. An area of the screen that displays information for a specific program, independent of other programs on the screen. A taskbar. It's a stationary strip of icons that you use frequently, and it is placed at the bottom of your screen. System tray. It's a stationary taskbar that contains icons for system functions, like the time, the date, and the audio volume. This is located at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Start menu. The central launching point for programs and tasks on the Windows computer. Desktop elements. There are many elements of the Windows desktop. This includes all the items just reviewed, such as the Start menu, the taskbar, the system tray, and icons, including this Windows view. This window is also an element. This is an Excel program window. Now this is a full screen view. If you notice, you cannot see the desktop behind this window. Now if you take a look at the top right-hand corner, you will see a dash, a square, and an X. With the dash, you can minimize the program window, you can expand the program window, or you can close the program. Now these are additional desktop elements. These include system tray functions. Using the system tray, you'll be able to see the date, the time, change the computer's volume, turn on the internet, and connect the internet connections. The Start menu previously shown. This is the Windows 10 Start menu, and this is an earlier version. So it depends on your computer and what version of Windows it's running. They could look different. Now, all the programs you find that are installed on your computer are listed alphabetically in the Start menu. Windows is designed to work on computers running Microsoft Windows operating system. Creating, saving, and accessing files and folders. Now, to open Microsoft Word, you would go to your Start menu and click the Microsoft Word program. This is a blank Word document. When you open Microsoft Word, this process will create a blank document. So now that you've opened up a blank document, go ahead and type a sentence. You can type something like, I really enjoy computer classes and I'm so excited to learn about computers. Now you want to save the document. So you would click File, now when you click File, it would take you to this window. You'll have the option to save your document, and since it's the first time you're saving the document, you'll be clicking Save As. When you select Save As, this dialog box will open. Now you will decide where you want to save your document. Now for this video presentation, we're going to choose the desktop. You will also name the file and then click Save. Now that you've saved your document on the desktop, you can see a Word document icon of the file you just saved on the desktop. That file can be accessed or opened by double-clicking that icon. Computer files are organized and maintained through the process of creating and managing folders. So let's create a folder on the desktop, name it, and move it into the folder. Steps for creating and moving the files into the folder are these. Minimize all applications and use your mouse to right-click on the desktop. Without pressing any buttons on the mouse, move it to New, then to Folder, then left-click to select it. So now that you've created the folder, let's rename it. Type Computer Basics, press the Enter key to save the change. Use the mouse to left-click on the file you created. Now you can easily move a file into a folder. You would have to click and drag to move the file into a folder. So the step would be, without letting go of the button after you've clicked the file, drag the file on top of Computer Basics folder you just created on the desktop. Release the left mouse and double-click on the folder to open it. Here you will see your teaching file inside of it. Now to rename the file or the folder, you would right-click on the file or the folder, move the mouse down to rename, type the new name, and then press the Enter key. Now that you've completed creating the document and saving it, it's time to shut down your computer. Now, shutting down your computer describes closing all the software programs in preparation to turn off a computer's power. You would click the Windows icon at the bottom of your screen to make visible the Power tab. Then click Power and select Shutdown. Congratulations! You've completed Computer Basics class number 2. You have navigated the desktop, created a file, and a folder. You should feel really good. So here's some skills to practice. Go back, turn off your computer, and restart it. Go back and create another file and save it. And then try to locate that file. And when you're finished, shut down the computer. If you continue to do these steps, creating new documents and turning your computer on and off, logging on, you'll get used to it and it'll become second nature. So keep on practicing. Now this concludes the presentation. Now if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. We're always working to improve all the things that we do. And if you're having any difficulties that you feel like you can't get through on your own, just reach out to me and I'll get back to you and we'll work on it and get you to where you need to be. We're here to support you and move you along your way on your journey towards digital literacy. Next week, we'll work on Part 3, Introduction to MS Word, and we'll work on basic features and creating a document. See you next week.